Hi everybody, welcome back to my living room yoga practice. My name's Joanne. I'm glad that you joined me today. Today's practice we're going to focus on yoga for anxiety. Obviously there's a lot of that going around these days, so I hope that this brings you some calm and ease in these stressful times, especially as we get further and further in. I know folks are getting a little more antsy and wanting to get out, but hopefully this practice will help to ground you in the present moment and alleviate some of your anxiety. So we're going to start in a seated posture, and I'm going to encourage folks to get a blanket or a pillow or anything that you need so that you can find some height to your spine so that it's not a strain to sit up tall. So whatever that is for you, and maybe that's sitting on a chair, and you can also use a chair if you prefer for the beginning of our practice. So wherever you find yourself sitting up nice and tall, I'm going to use the blanket because it's just a lot easier to sit up tall this way, creating some space in the hips and the front of the body. So we're going to find that nice grounded seat. You want to anchor your pelvis and your sitting bones, feeling a little bit of weight there. And from that, we're going to rise up nice and tall out of the spine. So we're going to soften our shoulders away from our ears. And we want to make sure we're nice and centered so that we're stacking our bones. So you don't want to lean forward or slouching around the shoulders forward. We want to make sure our shoulder arms, our bones, and the top of our shoulders are rotating down and back so that our chest is nice and broad and open. So whatever you can do to find that posture. And again, you can sit in a chair if you need with some support. Resting the feet on the ground. If you are in a chair, make sure your feet are nice and flat. And you've got a nice 90-degree angle from the hip joints and the knee joints. So we're going to just take a moment here at the beginning of our practice to ground and settle. So we're going to close the eyes once we find that nice, easy, tall posture. And take a nice deep breath in through the nose, and we'll sigh it out through the mouth. Just letting go of any tension. Do that again, nice deep breath in, and we'll sigh it out through the mouth. Allowing ourselves to come into this present moment and ground our body. Inhale one more time. And we'll exhale, sigh it out. So finding that nice tall posture again. And breathing naturally through the nose. So close the eyes. Notice how you're feeling in this moment. Settling into your body. Just allowing thoughts to go by. Allow yourself to be here for this practice. Relaxing into your breath. And taking this time at the beginning of your practice, if you choose, you may set an intention for your practice today or a dedication to someone in need, to the world at large. Whatever you'd like to anchor your practice today. And it's totally fine if you need some self-love to bring that to yourself. That's totally a good way to ground and anchor your practice today as well. So as you continue to breathe in and out of the nose, observing how you're feeling today and allowing any sensations to just be there, be present. Noticing if you feel tension or discomfort anywhere and just taking note of that. Not necessarily trying to push it away or change it right now, just being aware. Take another deep breath in through the nose. Exhale as you relax the body, soften the mind. We're going to let our eyes gently flutter open. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, drop the chin to the chest, bow forward. Just keep the spine tall here, so just drop the chin. Don't let the shoulders round forward. Open the chest and just drop the chin. Take one more moment here to find a little bit of gratitude for wherever you are today. See if you can soften into this moment. And relax. And then we're going to do some neck stretches to start. So from here, just gently rock the ear to the shoulder. As you inhale, as you exhale, allow the chin to fall forward. Inhale as you rock the other ear to the other shoulder. So nice smooth movements. Allow your breath to guide you. The inhale opens you. The exhale folds you through or forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, bow. Inhale. One more time to each side, and then we're going to open the neck a little further if you're comfortable. Again, if anything hurts in the practice, please don't do it. So if you feel any discomfort or pain, knowing the difference between stretches that feel good and challenging versus pain that your body says don't do it. And if you do feel pain at any time, see if you can back off whatever you're doing to a point where you're comfortable and able to breathe. So if you can connect with the breath, then each time you might be able to find a little more movement, but never work with pain. So we're going to inhale, and this is super important here, and we're going to gently bring the chin toward the sky so the head is coming back a little bit, but be gentle with the back of the neck. Be mindful of the shoulders here. See if you can soften as you move the head in a full circle. Allow your breath to guide you, inhaling as you open and exhaling as you close. Good, so we're going to do a few more to the same side. And just notice, I notice here my shoulders hunching up because I've got a little tension, so I'm going to see if I can work through that without pain. Let's take 2 more circles to the side. Little snap, crackle, pop. Inhale one more time this way. And then we'll pause here with the chin forward, and we're going to reverse our circles the other direction. And notice how this feels as you move. Be gentle. See if you can work in a smooth, full circle. Keep breathing deeply as you move. One more circle. And gently come back to a tall, upright position. Drop your shoulders. We're going to shrug our shoulders. Inhale, squeeze them up by the ears and make a big circle as you bring them behind you. Open your chest a little bit and down the back. 2 more times just like that. Squeeze up and back. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale, round back. Come back to your seated posture, nice and tall. So we're going to do a little breath technique, a little pranayama, what we call in yoga. We're going to do some alternate nostril breathing, which is really excellent for anxiety. So we're always thinking about the breath in yoga, nice, slow, deep breathing. And what that does for our nervous system is it calms it down. So it activates our rest and digest nervous system when we slow the breathing down. Just think about when you become anxious, the breath becomes more shallow and rapid and you're ready to run from the tiger. So right now we want to activate our parasympathetic nervous system. So this breathing technique really helps to do that. It actually changes the brain waves. So it's an excellent practice. So we want to keep a nice tall posture and relax the shoulders. So you're going to take your dominant hand, mine is my right hand, and I'm going to bring my index and middle finger into the palm of my hand. So you can bring it in, and it might feel a little bit awkward if you're new to the practice, but you can just practice with that. If it's too much, you can bring 3 fingers in and use your pinky and thumb. I'm going to try it with the index and middle finger, and then I make a unit with my pinky and ring finger. And again, don't worry about it if that's not working for you right now. It's not that big a deal. The practice is really the alternate nostril breathing. So what we're going to do is find a tall posture, and I'm going to bring my thumb to the right nostril because I'm right-handed. So my thumb comes to close the right nostril. I'm going to relax my elbow and shoulder as I stay nice and tall. And as I seal that nose, and you want to make sure your nose is clear when you're doing this exercise, so you might want to blow your nose if you've got any allergies, or if it doesn't work for you today, then you can always come back to it when you're feeling clear in the breath. So again, I'm going to close my right nostril with my thumb, and I'm going to inhale through the left side. When I get to the top of my inhale, I'm going to close the left nostril with my ring and pinky finger. I'm going to release the right nostril and exhale through the right side. At the bottom of my exhale, I'm going to inhale on the right side. I'm going to close and release the left side. I'm going to exhale through the left. And now I'll inhale through the left. Close both. Release on the right. Exhale. Inhale on the right. Close. Exhale through the left as you release. Inhale on your left. Close. Release the right as you exhale. Inhale on your right. Close. Exhale on your left. See if you can slow the breath just a little bit. Inhale on your left. Close. Exhale on your right. We'll do a couple more rounds. Inhale on your right. Close. Exhale on your left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Last round. Inhale right. Exhale left. Release the right arm by the side. Ground your hands on your lap. Take a nice tall posture and then take a nice deep inhale and exhale through the nose, nice and naturally. And we'll just take a moment here to notice how that feels. You feel more calm and relaxed. Maybe that was a little bit stressful if you're new to the practice, and that's understandable. It's a lot going on and a lot to ask, but it really does help with anxiety. So I encourage you to try it again. Anytime you need. You can always take just like 5 minutes of alternate nostril breathing can make a huge difference. So take one more breath here. Awesome. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Gather some energy, seal your hands at the top and bring them down to your heart. And bow to yourself. We're going to bring the hands to the heart, flatten the hands, stack one on top of the other. We're going to round forward and bow. Bringing the head toward the floor. You can remove your blanket if you need or block if you want. That's totally fine. So we're rounding the back here. And then inhale, slowly walk up. Bring your spine upright. We're going to come on into tabletop on the hands and knees. And then we're going to bring our big toes together and our knees wide apart. And we're going to push back over the hips. Now, if this is a difficult position, you can always use a blanket behind the knees. This will help. You can make a little bolster or roundness. It gives you a little more cushion if you can't sit all the way back. So whatever works for you. And then we're going to come down to child's pose. You can rest the forehead on the mat, or if you need to bring the ground closer, you can use a block or a blanket there as well. So I'm going to bring my forehead down, and I'm going to walk my arms out. So my elbows are lifted off the floor. Forehead down. Settling in to your child's pose. Draw the shoulders into the back and rest the forehead. Deep breath in and out. And then we're going to walk both hands off to the left side of our mat. So maybe, and keep the hips back here, stretching through the side body, bringing the forehead down. And then we're going to breathe into the ribs here, into all the muscles in the ribs. Nice deep breath in and out. Inhale through center. Exhale, walk both hands off to the right of your mat. Lower the forehead. Deep breath. Good. Inhale back to center. And then we're going to bring the right arm under the left and thread the needle. Allow the cheek and the temple to come to the mat here. And then we're really going to let gravity and work on releasing the shoulder here. So breathe deep. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Slowly unfurl yourself, reach the right arm out, and we'll thread the left arm under the right. Again, head and cheek come to the floor. Nice deep breaths. Beautiful. Unwind yourself. And then we're going to walk our hands back. Come up to sitting on your heels. We're going to come up onto the knees. So here, if you want, you can roll up the front of your mat. You can use a blanket or a towel. Make a little cushion for your knees. And sit up nice and tall here. And then you want your feet parallel behind your knees. We're going to take the hands around the waist, thumbs to the back. Thumbs to the side, elbows to the back. And then stacking your shoulders above your hips. So you should be nice and stacked. The head is above, floating on the spine here, nice and tall. We're going to draw the elbows behind us and feel a little momentum as we open our heart a little bit. Breathe here. And if this is too much for you, you can skip it. If you'd like to try, we're going to do a camel pose. So I'm going to uncurl my toes so my heels are closer if you want to come off the back. You don't have to come off the back at all. So you can stay here and feel this nice stretch and lift through the heart. Breathing into your heart space. If you'd like to continue a little bit further, you can bring one hand at a time to your heels. Again, if this hurts, don't do it. We're going to lift our sternum and chest to the sky and gently reach the head back. Don't drop the head back. Be gentle with your neck. Breathe here. You should feel a nice stretch through the front of the legs, turning your tailbone towards your heels. Nice full deep breaths as the sternum reaches to the sky. One more breath if you can. And then slowly we'll take one hand at a time to the back for support. Awesome. Uncurl your toes. Still sit up nice and tall. Here we're going to take our right leg out to the side for gate pose. So we're going to plant our right foot so the toes face forward and we're nice and tall here. I'm going to rest my right hand on my thigh. I'm not pressing on my leg, but just nice guidance there for the arm. Inhale, the left arm reaches up tall. Plug your shoulder in. Take a breath in. Exhale as you just reach, slide down your leg as much as is comfortable and reach up and over. Stretching again through the ribs and the sides. Really great for depression, anxiety. Opening up the muscles around the ribs, around the heart. Inhale, stretch up tall as you come back up, lower the arm, and we'll bring the right knee back in. So we'll switch sides, take the left leg out, toes again face forward, I'm nice and tall in my spine. Left hand rests on the left thigh, inhale, the right arm reaches up, plug your shoulder in, take a deep breath in, exhale, bow to your left. You may not go far, and that's fine. We're really opening here, so that's the idea. Doesn't matter how far you can reach. Finding a nice, comfortable stretch with your breath. One more breath. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower the arm, and we'll bring our left knee back in. Awesome. So coming off your cushion, come back down to all fours. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders, nice bright fingers on the mat. Insides of the elbows rotate toward the front and micro bend the elbows, stacking your bones. We'll take a few cat-cows here. Inhale as you drop your belly and send the tailbone and the crown to opposite corners of whatever room you're in. Exhale as you round, turn the tailbone down and press the spine to the sky. Really draw the shoulder blades apart here, pressing into the floor with your hands, feet, and knees. Inhale, open. Nice deep breath in and exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Good, one more time. Awesome, coming back to your tabletop. We're gonna tuck our toes under here and make our way to downward dog. So nice and slow, take your time as you come up if downward dog's okay for you. I'm gonna walk my knees back just a little bit, and then I'm gonna peel my hips up. Hips rise, and we're gonna pedal our feet, walk out your dog. Bending one leg and then the other. Keep breathing, nice and deep. Awesome, and then slowly take a nice gentle stroll to the front of your mat. And when you get to the front, make sure your feet are hip width apart, maybe 2 fists. And then let your legs bend here as much as you need, resting your abdomen on your thighs, and just hang. So we're going to let the upper body be passive and relax the head forward. So finding even weight distribution on all 4 corners of your feet. And just hang like a rag doll. So we're just going to sway gently side to side. Noticing how that changes the stretch in the back of your leg. Both legs. Hang out nice and slow, just like a pendulum. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Letting go of tension. Supporting yourself here, allowing tension to just roll off the back. Awesome. From here, we're going to roll it up slow to stand nice and slow. Tuck your tailbone under. Let your arms hang as you come upright. Shrug your shoulders at the top and open your chest. Deep breath in and out in mountain pose. Awesome, and then we're going to take our right leg back. We're going to plant our foot on an angle to the right front corner of your mat, and we're going to open our hips to the side, to the front edge of our mat. We're going to take triangle pose here. Again, working on the side body a little bit. Inhale as you take the arms open, nice and even, and soften your shoulders here, nice and relaxed. Gaze over your left hand, over your fingers. You want to make sure your body stays in this plane here, so we're not sending the hips back or forward or whatever. We're nice and open and flat. Gaze to your left. We're going to bump our hips to the right. We're going to breathe in as we grow tall. Exhale as you reach to the left until you can't reach without turning those hips out. Reach, stretching through the side body. Reach a little further. Breathe in, exhale, send the front arm to the front leg and the back arm to the top. And then open your chest here in this posture. Breathe in. And then if you want, you can always take the top arm out of the equation, bring the hand to the small of your back. Keep the chest open here so we're not collapsing and our neck isn't collapsing, but we're nice and long in the spine. Breathe here. Nice even weight in both feet. Try not to lean on your front leg, but lift through the side body here. Beautiful. One more breath. On your next inhale, reach that top arm back. Open back up. Good. Lower the arms by the side. And then we're just going to pivot the feet to the opposite end of the mat. So other foot is facing the back. Now we've angled the back foot forward. Hips again face the long edge of the mat. Add the arms. Soften the shoulders. Find a nice, even, relaxed pose. Gaze to the other arm. Breathe in. Bump your hips to the back of the mat. Exhale as you reach. Breathe in here. Reach a little more. Good. Exhale, tip to the front. leg, back arm reaches up. Nice and open, lifting the pose. Don't drop your head. Keep the neck nice and long. Option, hand behind the back and breathe. See if you can feel evenness on both feet in terms of weight distribution. Even though we're leaning forward, still keep some mindfulness in the back foot, lifting through the ribs. Good, one more breath here. Reach that back arm back, lift up. Good, exhale, lower the arms. Bring your other foot in, so now both feet are facing the front, the long edge of your mat. If your mat is situated like mine, I'm going to angle my toes in a little bit. I'm going to reach my arms out. Breathe here, and then exhale as you just soften and ground. Feel your feet supporting you. Feel your body is totally grounded. Take another breath. Exhale, float the arms down by the side, and then we'll wrap again, thumbs around the waist, and the hands support the sacrum behind the back. We're going to draw the arms behind us, just like we did in our camel pose. And we're going to lift the sternum a little bit to the sky, so we're feeling a little momentum to the front of the mat. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And as you're ready, we're going to exhale and hinge at the hip. We're going to lead with our heart, and we're going to pause halfway. So if you need a cushion or a block to come closer to the ground, you can do that. You can use a block, you can use a blanket. Maybe you need a little more space. Or if you don't need that, you don't have to use it, but that's always an option to have pillows nearby for your practice. That's great. And then we're going to bring the hands under the shoulders here, and then we're going to let the head bow forward, lengthen through the spine, melting forward here. Just letting go of any tension in the head, neck, or shoulders. Option is to walk the hands back behind you a little bit and bow forward. Now, if your head is on the mat, bring your feet closer together. If you're less flexible, you're going to bring your feet wider apart. So listen to your body. Wherever you want to be, you can always adjust. So you don't really want the head on the mat. You want to relax here. Shake your head out a little bit, yes and no. Really stretching the backs of our legs here with this pose. And then, make sure you've got the micro bend in the knees so you're not locking your knees. Maybe shake your head a little, yes and no. Awesome. And then from here, we're going to aim the toes to the sides, and we're going to come down a little bit into a squat. We're going to lean to one side, and we're going to walk our hands over to that foot. So make sure both feet are grounded. Opening the inner thigh now here, and then we're going to walk hands through center. Inhale. Exhale, walk hands to the other side. So a little crab walk back and forth. Inhale through center. Exhale to the side. Should feel really good on the inner thighs. Good. One more time, side to side. Good. Come back through center. Bring your toes in. Walk your hands under your shoulders or to your blanket or blocks. Take one more breath here. And nice and slowly as you're ready, you're going to ground through both feet and take one hand at a time to the back and hinge yourself back upright. Nice and tall. And then we're going to heel toe the feet back together. Coming back to the center of your mat, shrug your shoulders, open your chest. Standing in mountain pose for a moment, take a deep breath in and out. Notice how you're feeling. And then for a little more grounding, we're going to do the tree posture. So we're going to balance and really see if you can root down into the earth here with the imaginary roots coming down from the soles of your feet. I really find that visual very helpful for balance. Keeping in mind every day is different with balance, so don't stress about it if you fall out. Just come back and join when you're ready. You can also use a wall if you need something for stability. That's totally fine. So I'm going to start in my mountain pose, nice and tall, stacking everything above the heels, engaging through the core just a little bit. And then I'm going to shift my weight to my standing leg. So you can start whatever side you like. Make sure whichever leg you're standing on first has that micro bend, so don't lock the knee. So shifting the weight and fixing your gaze on the floor, anything that's not going to move for balance. So a nice notch in the floor or something to stare at. And then as you feel steady, you're going to take the sole of the other foot anywhere but your knee. So you can use the toe on the floor and bring your foot to the ankle. We're nice and flat through the front here, so don't let the knee come forward, but open out. You can use your calf as a great place for the arch of the foot, or you can come all the way up to the inner thigh. Just don't use your knee because the knee joint is very sensitive. So opening out, bring your hands to your heart as you feel steady and breathe. If you fall out anytime, just come back to the beginning and start again. Breathe in. And as you're ready, you're going to reach your arms wherever you'd like your branches to be. Ground your shoulders. Breathe in your tree pose, nice and strong. Finding that center and that ground. And very slowly take your hands to your heart center, and release the foot. Good. Bring the arms by the side, shake it out a little bit, coming back to mountain pose. We'll switch sides. So always starting in your mountain pose. Make sure everything's nice and stacked. Visualize the roots from your foot. Shift your weight to the other leg now. Micro bend your knee. Find your focus to stare at. And then whenever you feel ready, ankle, calf, or thigh, coming to your tree, hands to heart. Extend your branches. Find your breath. Don't hold your breath. Nice, deep, slow breaths. And slowly bring your hands to your heart center. Release the foot. Come back to your mountain pose. Shake it out a little bit. Nice work. Inhale, bring the arms up. You're going to catch a wrist and reach up and over. Again, one more stretch through the side body here. Open your chest. Inhale through center, switch the grasp, and reach up and over. Inhale, reach up, lower the arms by the side, shrug your shoulders here. Awesome, take your feet out a little bit wide. We're going to drop through the tailbone a little bit, and we're going to round forward. So just bow forward here and relax the shoulders down. Again, hang like a ragdoll, feet a little wide, sway gently side to side. Breathe deeply. And then drop your tailbone and roll and round your back. Come up to stand. We're going to reach the arms back behind us. Take a deep breath in as you reach up. Connect your palms, lower them past your heart. And round, forward, fold. Again, one more time, sway a little side to side. Relax the breath, relax the head. Gently roll it up, round your tailbone. Chin tucks. One more time, reach the arms back behind you, reach up. Connect your hands, bring them past your heart as you round forward and let go of anything you don't need. Let the head be heavy, sway gently side to side. Take a deep breath here. Drop your tailbone, round and roll it up. Inhale, come back up. Shrug your shoulders. Good, bring the feet back together. Nice, let's come to the front of the mat. We're going to come down, so I'm going to come down through a squat. If you can do that, that's great. If not, don't worry about it. If you can achieve a squat, hands come into the thighs, arms inside the legs, and then I'm going to bring my thumbs toward my sternum and lengthen my spine as I drop my tailbone. Maybe take a breath here. Awesome. Slowly bring your hands down behind you. And we're going to stretch our legs out in front of us. And then I'm going to grab my blanket. If you need your blanket, we're going to come up to sit on our blanket. If you need. If you don't have to use it. I'm going to take mine out. So lifting the flesh so you're grounding on your sitting bones, and draw the toes toward the face. Inhale, reach the arms up so we're nice and tall here. Deep breath in, and then we're just going to bow forward. So it doesn't matter where the hands land. You don't have to reach the feet. You can come to the floor or the legs and bow. And then you're just going to let gravity and your breath soften you in the pose. So bringing the heart forward, protecting yourself here. Maybe draw the toes toward the face. If this is too much on the knees, you can bring a little pillow or blanket under your knees is a nice restorative way to do this posture. You could also bring a pillow into your chest for a little more restorative practice. So you're going to bow. Relax, soften, and breathe. Breathe into your heart space. Let go of any tension in the shoulders and the jaw, the brow, or the face. Take one more breath here. Nice and slowly bring yourself back upright. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, bring your hands behind your back. So we're just going to do a little counter stretch here. We're going to bend our knees and place our feet on the floor, hip width apart. Hands are under your shoulders. Breathe in. Press into the hands and feet evenly. Exhale. Bring the hips up. Just a little stretch for the back body. And exhale. Come on down. Awesome. Bring your legs out. We're going to come all the way down to the mat. So unfurl yourself nice and slowly. Do a little bit of floor work here before we we relax. And then go ahead and draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And gently rock side to side on the back, massaging your lower back. Bring your knees into your chest. Leave the knees there as you take your arms out to a T position, palms on the floor. Squeeze the knees in. We're going to use a little bit of our core strength. Soften your shoulders and elbows. Squeeze the knees in. So feel a little squeeze activation in the middle. Exhale, you're going to lower both legs toward the right armpit. So nice and easy. Nice and slow. Nice reclined twist here. You can bring the hand on top if you want a little deeper stretch. That's optional. You can also gaze to your left extended arm if that's okay for your neck. Nice, full, deep belly breaths in our stretch and our twist. Bring your head to center. You're going to use your core strength to squeeze your knees back in, as long as that's comfortable for you, for your back. Squeeze the knees in again. Exhale, lower them to your left. Slowly. Again, option, hand on top. Gaze to the right. Or wherever you were is fine. Breathe here nice and deep into your ribs. We're going to squeeze the knees back into center. Use your core to bring yourself back to the middle. Lower your feet to the floor. Go ahead and shimmy your hips a little bit side to side so you can neutralize your back on the mat. And then let's take a little hip release. So we're going to cross the right foot over the left. Creating a figure four with your legs. You're going to reach the right hand through the hole. If you need a strap or a towel, you can always use that here behind your thigh. Now reach the right hand through the hole, connect behind the left thigh. So we're going to bring everything up. We're going to flex our feet. Make sure your ankle is not sickled. And then draw that toward your chest. Everything comes in. If you want more stretch, you can press the right elbow into the right thigh to open that out a little bit. Wherever you are is totally fine. Make sure the head, neck, and shoulders are completely relaxed. So if you need to use a towel, that's totally a good idea. Breathing into your right hip. One more deep breath here. And as you release, slowly let the legs come back down, unwind. Arms out wide, windshield wiper your knees once or twice. Bringing the knees back upright, we'll cross the left over the right. Again, flex the foot, reach the left hand through the hole, connect behind the right thigh. Draw everything in, elbow option to press and deepen your stretch. Head, neck, and shoulders completely relaxed. Nice deep belly breaths here in your figure four, opening that left hip. Awesome. Slowly release and unwind the legs. Arms out to a T. One more time. Windshield wiper your legs. Awesome. We're going to bring our feet down, distance apart, a little bit out from the knees this time is fine. And we're going to take our hands to our heart. So you can stack the hands on top. You can make a little thumb connection with the thumbs. Hands come down to the chest. Just a little bit of comfort here for you. So a little bit of pressure on the chest can help with anxiety. So we're going to just breathe into that space now. A couple deep yogic breaths. Bring the breath all the way up to the chest. Exhale through the nose or through the mouth if you want. Melting tension and stress away from the body with every out breath. One more breath here. Awesome. We're going to bring our hands by our sides. Now we're going to come down to relax. I'm going to do a guided relaxation for you all. For the anxiety, we're going to kind of go through the whole body. Now if you want a pillow for the head, if that's better for your neck. If your neck is neutral here, if you're like this, a pillow will help elongate your neck. So just make sure that your neck is nice and relaxed wherever you are. It's nice to use a blanket or a bolster under the knees as well to just kind of support you in your final relaxation. It's kind of a nice, more restorative way. And if you are struggling a bit with anxiety, you can keep the hand, right hand on the heart, left hand on the belly to ground your energy and soothe your heart. If you're feeling better at this point in the practice and you want, you can bring your arms by the side, palms toward the ceiling, and just relax. We're going to melt tension with every out breath as we relax the entire body. So adjusting yourself so that you can completely relax and be still in these last few moments of practice. I'm going to guide you through all the body parts, so as you relax and get comfortable, we'll bring awareness down to the feet and the toes. Relax your feet and your toes. Feeling your feet and your toes completely relaxing. Your feet and your toes are completely relaxed. Relaxing your ankles, calves, and shins. Feeling your ankles, your calves, and shins relaxing. Your ankles, calves, and shins are completely relaxed. Relaxing through the thighs, the hips, and the glutes. Feeling your thighs, hips, and glutes relaxing. Feeling your thighs, hips, and glutes completely relaxed. Your lower body is completely heavy and relaxed. Bringing your awareness to your abdomen and chest. Feeling your abdomen and chest relaxing. Feeling your abdomen and chest completely relax. Relaxing the low back, mid back, and upper back. Feeling your low back, mid back, and upper back relaxing. Feeling your low back, mid back, and upper back completely relax. Bringing awareness through the palms, arms, and shoulders. Feeling your palms, arms, and shoulders relaxing. Feeling your palms, arms, and shoulders completely relax. Bringing your awareness through the neck and the throat. Feeling your neck and your throat relaxing. Feeling that your neck and your throat is completely relaxed. Bringing awareness to all the muscles in the face, your jaw, your tongue, and your cheeks are relaxing. Your jaw, your tongue, and your cheeks are completely relaxed. Relaxing the eyelids, eyebrows, and temples. Feeling your eyelids, eyebrows, and temples relaxing. Your eyelids, eyebrows, and temples are completely relaxed. Feeling your forehead and your scalp relax. Feeling your forehead and your scalp completely relax. Feeling your forehead and your scalp totally relaxed. Bringing your awareness to all your internal organs, your heart and your lungs and your brain. Feeling your heart, your lungs, and your brain relax. Feeling your heart, lungs, and your brain completely relax. Relaxing your entire body, mind, and spirit. Relax, relax, relax. And just allow the sound of the bell to permeate all the cells in your body as you stay nice and relaxed. And you'll gently just begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, and gently rock your head side to side. Gently and slowly bend your knees to place your feet on the floor. We're going to roll to the right side of your body for a moment in a fetal position. Just take a moment to notice any changes between now and the beginning of your practice. Recalling any intention or dedication you set for your practice today. And nice and slowly as you're ready, use your left hand to push yourself back to a seat, coming into easy pose. Sitting nice and tall, floating on the spine. We're going to sweep the arms up as we gather some energy. Seal that in your hands and bring it down to your heart. And bow to yourself for practicing today. And we'll bow to one another. Namaste. I hope that this practice brings you some relief to any anxiety you may have been experiencing. Namaste.